Hi, I'm Jenny from HeroCoders. I'm here to talk about Jira Action Items. In this video, we'll look at what action items are and how to create them, some of the ways you might want to use them, and some of their limitations and possible workarounds. Let's get started. Action items are checkboxes that can be created in any rich text field, like the description, comments, or a custom paragraph field. There are three ways to create action items. You can use the icon, type square brackets with no space in between, or use a slash command. You can add rich text formatting like user mentions, which will trigger a notification, due dates, or links and issue keys. Later, we'll look at some of the extra functionality you can get by using a checklist, and you can have all of those rich formatting options there too. The most obvious use case for action items is to divide up work on an issue. It's a nice, lightweight alternative to subtasks. There is a limitation in that action items are not currently compatible with Jira Automation. I want to show you how you can get a little more functionality by using the Checklist for Jira app, so I'm going to copy these action items into a checklist. You can copy and paste into the checklist UI from anywhere. Now you can see I have the same action items in my checklist. The issue is in progress. I'm going to transition the issue to QA. I'll refresh the issue. And now you can see that the checklist has changed and now shows the steps that are needed in the QA status. This was done via a Jira automation rule. Another way you might want to use action items is for agile processes like definition of done. Applying the same definition of done to all your dev issues is a great way to ensure consistency and hold all teams to the same standards. But if you want to copy this list to another issue, you have to do it manually. Let's create a definition of done checklist. I can save it as a checklist template, so the same list can be used over and over. I can also set the template to be a default template. Now this template will automatically be added to all of my stories and tasks. Let's look at an HR use case. I have a new team member to onboard, and I want to make sure that all the HR paperwork gets done. Checklists are great for ensuring compliance. We don't want our new employee to start working until all the forms are signed. But look what happens. I can transition the issues without all the boxes being complete. I don't want a new employee to start working before the I-9 is done, so I'm going to make this a checklist instead. Now I can set a validator that will prevent the issue from being transitioned unless the checklist is complete. Checklist for Jira lets you validate for all checklist items, mandatory items, or a specific item. So that's how to create Jira action items, some possible use cases, and their limitations. If you'd like the advanced functionality of a checklist, you can find the Checklist for Jira app in the Atlassian marketplace.